Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. Today I wanted to just share with you what I have started to do when it comes to storing some ephemera pieces. What I have done now, I'm not creating this idea. I'm not the first person to do this idea. I have seen it on a number of different YouTube channels and I cannot remember because I'm terrible. I don't write down the names of the channels when I see the idea because I don't necessarily act on that idea until a little bit of time has passed, and then I'm like, oh, whose channel did I see it on? But I know I'm not creating this idea, so I'm not claiming to create this idea. What I had seen a couple of channels that I think were based in the US, and they are using this sort of idea like a book, a mixed media paper book. They're usually using the Canson XL books, I think, not being familiar with Canson, the biggest one, but I'm in Australia, so I can get the Canson books, not a problem, through Amazon, things like that. But I went through all of the sketchbooks I had, and I have this one here. If I turn it this way, you'll see it a lot better. This one is from Aldi. It's an A3, what we in our Australian paper sizes, an A3 size sketchbook. So it's not mixed media paper, it's just sketchbook paper, so it is a bit thinner than mixed media paper, but the idea works the same in here. And because this was a lot cheaper, say, than a branded one like Canson, I don't care if the page gets damaged a little bit. So a lot of waffling and preamble, but just to show you what it is, you get your ephemera and you stick it into the book. If you're like me, and I think a lot of people who craft might be a bit like me, in the sense that if you don't see it, you forget you've got it and you don't use it. So the idea of having these sketchbooks or whatever sort of book you want to do and having it out like this, I can see it and spot something I want straight away. So the idea of this video is just to show you what I've done and just to put some in with you on camera to show you what I mean. So I've mentioned in some previous videos, I've done a huge cleanup of my old craft space and my current creative space, and I found a bunch of stuff that I'd had. And see, these are stickers, for example, I completely forgot I had, that I'd had when I was thinking about making cards at one stage. So many craft ideas that go by the wayside. But I really needed them out on display, sort of thing, to remember what I got. So what I've got is I've done all of my loose bits and pieces. My papers and stuff like that I'm not putting in here. This is just for the smaller bits and pieces that you can't see easily without having to take them out of a packet and sorting through them all. So they're all spread out nicely, just to give you a quick rundown of all of the ones so far I've had to put in here. So these are a number of different sticker sets from, I think, AliExpress back there. These were die cut sets from Officeworks in Australia. These were some bits of graphic 45 paper I cut up. They're designed to be cut into the little pieces. As you can see, some more die sets. This I've had for ages. It was, I got it off eBay, Etsy. Somebody was cutting them out of like cardboard, and it's just such a beautiful butterfly. So yeah, it's all of these bits and pieces I just had in envelopes. You know, a drawer somewhere that I completely forgot I had, and a lot of this stuff I bought when I was scrapbooking, which I don't do anymore, and I didn't want to get rid of it. And plus, I don't know if there's much of a resell because people can get things off TEMU and AliExpress for cheap anyway. So more of the die cuts, and there is no rhyme or reason to this book. I mean, I originally did have everything sorted into categories, and I was going to put them in categories and leave spaces so I could grow those categories. And then I thought, I just can't. So I can see them here. It's really easy to be able to scan the pages. It's not going to be a problem if they are eventually not in any sort of category. The only ones I sort of have put in category is to the back. I'll show you those ones later because that's more of the horror and the medical stuff. That stuff I wanted separate. But yeah, this is what started all this for me, started me being interested in wanting to do something a bit more. These are all old swap cards, as we used to call them, from when I was a kid, and they are a bit damaged because they haven't sort of been protected, and so they're not really worth anything, but they'll be great for making glue book pages, like as the focal point. So that's what started all of this for me, was finding all of my old swap cards. So yeah, as you can see there, oh, more. I had a lot. Didn't have a lot of swap cards, but I had enough. So there are my swap cards, and just other bits and bobs. Now I did have a postcard set, and I was going to put them all in here, and then I thought they're going to waste up way too much paper just for the size of them, and I don't need to necessarily have these in a book like this. I can actually have them somewhere else and I will know to look through them. I still haven't quite sorted out what to do with postcard things, anything like things this size and bigger. I'm still trying to work that out, but this is definitely a perfect solution for things a lot smaller. And yeah, these are like from scrapbook papers from Kaiser Craft, and they're sticker bases anyway, so you know, you can just peel off the sticker as I need it. Some more odds and ends. I just recently also cleaned out my sticker collection because I'm not collecting stickers anymore for collection's sake, and these are ones I've decided I'll keep to use in sort of any sort of page I want to do. Here's some more of the Kaiser Craft papers, a bunch of different sort of washi paper stickers I got. So yeah, these are the stickers from sticker sets there as well. And I think I skipped a page. Yeah, there's some more. So yeah, it's a good way to have the littler things out on display so you know what you've got. That's why I said for this, to me, this is perfect for this size. I don't need to have honking great postcards like that in here. That's for me. And there was this page, and this was where I got up to today. It's taken a lot of work sorting and sticking these things in. It's good to do, like if you're watching YouTube or any streaming service you might have or something. You can even do something like this while watching my videos on a loop. That's an idea. Got to do some self-promotion, but this is what I got done today. Now what I'm using to stick them on, you might ask, is just one of these rolly glue roller things. This is Renoir brand, Renoir. This is just a brand, a cheap brand I got, oh God, I don't even know how long ago. I've had a box of these from my scrapbooking days, so we're probably looking 12 years. I've had these just sitting there. I don't think personally it matters what type of this glue you use. I haven't discovered an issue yet. Of course, I'm only just starting this process, but I have been testing it. So for example, now because the people who use the mixed media paper say they can just rip it right off. I can't. I'll admit that. I've got to be a bit more delicate when I take it off. And it might take a little bit of the paper up with it, but this is a sticker anyway, so the back is plastic. I'd be peeling it off the sticker anyway. But there you go, I can take it off and it's still perfect to use, because if you're going to use it in a project, it doesn't matter. Well, I can actually, because it is a plastic background, quite easily remove this bit of glue. Took off a little tiny bit of the paper, but that doesn't matter. Like I said, I haven't spent a fortune on this sketchbook, so if it eventually rips up some of the paper and put a little bit of a hole in it, well, I just won't use that area. It's just as long as it doesn't damage this part and it's not damaging this part, just to show you, or use it on something different. So these swap cards, for example, good one to bring it up on. These are battered to pieces, as you can see, because what I did as a kid, I had them in a folder But, well, I actually had them in what would have been considered a glue book. Well, a scrapbook in my generation, but what you would consider a glue book now. But I used to stick them in with sticky tape. So as you can see, the sticky tape has ripped the edging. So that's why they're not too good for much now. They're just so roughed up. So here's one. If I pull this off, I'm not just going to rip it off. Now that's the thing to know, that I can't just rip it off like I've seen other people do in the videos. I took that off gently. Now I've still got the sticky bit on the side, so if I decide I don't want it, I can stick it back here. And it hasn't really damaged it, and it hasn't damaged the card. And that's the beauty of this. I don't want that, so I'm going to put that back. And if it doesn't stick, well, I just put another bit of tape on it. No big deal at all, just as long as you're gentle. So maybe the Canson paper might be a bit thicker GSM or pounds, depending on which part of the globe you're from. I don't know, but this one is working perfectly. I'm taking things off, and I have been testing, and as I've been doing it and showing you, like I just showed you then, I think too, it depends on what one of these I've been using. Like I found when I started it, I had some that had already been opened and used. That glue didn't seem to be as sticky as the newer ones. So I don't know if that matters. So I'll show you the other end of it now. So this is the ones I was keeping that are more sort of horror based, medical based, anatomy based, that sort of thing. Now this is paper I've cut up. I think it was graphic 45 as well. Paper. This I got on a card. This was the cover of the IKEA sketchbook I've been using for my first ever glue book. Yeah, this was the cover, and so I thought, oh, I'm just going to cut that out and keep that. And these are the other ones I have currently for just around that horror medical theme, because I did want these ones separate at the back because they're easier for me to find. These were creepy doll stickers I got a while ago. I've just shown another bunch of creepy doll ones. I found like these are stickers, so I just need to peel off the sticker that I needed. Same here. These were just weird sticker sets I had. And these ones also weird sticker sets I had that will be able to be used for stuff. So just to start like this is all I do. Now I usually have this book on my lap or on a tray on my lap while I'm watching TV. I turn them this way, go bleh, and then stick it in. And yeah, it's just, and again, you could sort these out any way you wanted to if you had a particular design, if you want them all to be facing the same way, or if you're willing to like put them on slight angles to make it fit in. That's completely up to you. I'm a bit of both. It really depends if I want to go over, you know, more than one page. Now these will go over more than one page because there's 58 pieces of them, and some of them are quite big. So there you go. So as you can see, this is really all it is to do. So again, for me, I've just used a sketchbook I had lying around of 110 GSM paper. I don't know what that is in pounds. You can Google it and have a look up to see if you work in pounds as opposed to GSM sizes. And see, this one I'm going to put on the side because I can still see what it is, but it fits better there because now I can fit this little pumpkin here. Look at that. Magic. And again, I have seen people use the Canson XL sketchbooks because, well, I don't know, whatever that mixed media paper weight is there, people think that's great. I don't have a problem with this one being at 110 GSM, and we'll leave, like, that's, you know, gives you an example. I won't do the whole 58 because I think that would be a bit boring. Okay, we've been doing this, so let's go. I want this boo for, oh, these are stickers. I didn't know that. I just like, I did the whole video of the unboxing of these, and I didn't even know they were stickers. How embarrassing. Yeah, I'm definitely going to release this video after I've done the haul so it doesn't look so bad. But they're freaking stickers. Oh, you silly girl, Sally. Well, there's a good example. Like, I put a big bit of glue for such a little thing, but it's come off. It's come off beautifully, as you can see. And now I'm going to stick that back on. But as I said, if you had a problem with that then, now not knowing they're stickers, you can just take the sticker off nice and easy and then worry about taking the base off later. Oh gosh, I feel so embarrassed. Because the whole thing, the whole unboxing, I was going that they weren't stickers. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. I think, hang on, I'll do, no, that's not my eye. Oh, where's my eye? There should be two eyes. Come to me, eye. There it is. I know it's only a wee one because that was the big one. All right, no, I was leaving the space for the eye there. That will do it. So yeah, I hope this was informative and it gives you another idea on how to store some of your ephemera pieces, especially the smaller pieces like this, so that you know what you've got and you can easily see without having to sort through packet after packet. And again, I wasn't the person that thought of this idea. I'm not the first person to do this. As far as I know, I'm the only person who hasn't done it on a Canson book, but rather an Aldi 110 GSM paper A3 sketchbook. So that's the only difference between me and other videos I have seen. And I think from memory they all use not necessarily this brand, but this type of just rolly type permanent glue without a hassle. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's been informative. I still have to think of better ways to be able to find or sort through my postcards. Yeah, I don't want to waste a book like this to put postcards in. That's my choice because I think they're just a bit too big for this, but this is perfect for this size. But leave me a comment. Let me know if this has helped you or if it's something you want to try for yourself. I love to hear from you and I always respond. And as always, if you can't think of anything to say, leave an emoji and I'll respond in kind. If you're interested in supporting my channel, I do have a Ko-fi and a Patreon account set up and the details are up here on screen. But you can help me for free by simply subscribing if you have not already done so, hitting that like button as well as the notification bell. But that will do it for this video. So I want to thank you all for watching and remember, wherever you are, please stay safe. Stay weird, and I'll catch you in the next one.